I'm back at my usual chill out spot. I was gonna burn one, and I just keep channeling all the time as soon as I start relaxing. So hopefully I'll just forget the camera's here and do my thing, and we'll get some channeling going. I guess the best way for me to set this will be something like these. This is where I sit and do my little chill out. It's been a warm day. Anyway, let's see if we can get a little better angle on that. That might be better, and if I walk, I'll try to walk down that way or right around here where we can hear, where you can still hear me. Just have me a little joint here. This always helps me relax, and I've seen that my angels pretty much said I'm good to go with that, so I guess I was judging myself too much, worrying about smoking and stuff. Since I connected with White Buffalo Calf, my daughter, our mother, I've want to use the ritual tobacco, also the cherry bark or willow mixed with tobacco. I'd like to grow my own, but I have smoked a little tobacco. I never smoked really that much for years, so that's no biggie. The herb really helps me connect, and since I've used it for so long, I'm still using it a little bit now. I don't like to smoke. I prefer to vaporize or drink tea. I don't know if it's just the action of smoking that relaxes me or what, but as soon as I sit down and I start smoking, it's like I'll be channeling right from the start. Well, I've already started channeling. I telepathically connect with people also, and so when I'm connecting, I start channeling at the same time, because it starts coming in from my higher self what I'm sending out to them. Our telepathy works because it's a light language. Language of love and light is a universal language, so that's how the other beings communicate with us from other solar systems and other parts of the galaxy, and how we communicate with each other. It's either my guide or my higher self is kind of talking, Believe me, the killer concepts don't come out of no brain. They come from the heart, and my heart's connected, so I feel like I channel much of the day. A lot of what I say is closer to channeling. Of course, the channeling would be directly words from them, although I get impressions sometimes too, so anyway, just to let you know. The Arcturians want me to say that I did watch Daniel Scranton's channeling this morning. It's to me compared recovery and ascension, and the idea that recovery instills in one this idea of becoming a better person all the time, and that's what ascension really is. So when you're starting on that path, you're really starting on the path to becoming fully aware. That's the reality of it. It's funny because I never thought a lot of these thoughts come in, but since I have the camera on and I'm trying to explain to you what's going on, I actually identify who's coming in to me, you know. Before it'd just be like I'd be getting all this stuff, I wouldn't even bother where it's coming from. I was feeling all the love and getting off on the excitement of the newer information, you know. Believe me, it's exciting to me because I'm learning so much about myself. There's always layers to everything, and for each of us it's personal. So when the higher sources, fifth-dimensional sources, are speaking to us, they're speaking to all of us in one way or another. So that's why it can resonate with many people and not be just specific for myself, you know, even though that's what I went through and it's my experience, it's my ideas and the higher source ideas of the experience, I would say. The understanding, the clarity, the higher outlook. I think that's Jesus coming in there. Jesus, I love you, Savior, give thanks. Blessed. Anything I should say for these people here? You pretty much said it all, right, Lord? Already. He said that's why he says things simply, because he said it already. Thank you, Savior. Regardless if he channels through me, the energy's here, and it's in you too. So that's the good news, the happy part. It doesn't matter what you've done or where you come from, what your experience is. God loves you. God loves you. He loves you. He loves you. He's not setting in judgment of you. Jesus said he's not setting in judgment of you. And Christ doesn't judge you. Christ said he meets you when you die. And you will see him. So not to fear. And he said, I love you. Christ also gave me an insight earlier. Can you say it, Christ? How would you say it? He says, on the road to Golgotha, my tears were not those of sorrow and pain, but of joy, because the face of God was before me the entire time. I understand. He just said, stay in the now. He said, Christ is in the now, and God is in the now. I had a huge wave of love come into my heart. Thank you. Thank you, Savior. Channeling is so wonderful to me because I take on the Spirit, and some might call it possession or whatever, but I feel the Spirit. I feel as if Christ's love is inside of me, washing over me. He said it is. Yes, Christ has a sense of humor, but he's a mellow character. Very mellow. I was asking him in my mind if he ever laughed. He said, "I'm laughing with you now." Thank you. Yes, once I woke up, all I can say is, not that the mundane fears don't creep in on me a bit, but as I become more in the present and more understanding and more, I don't call it so much faith anymore. I've gained clarity as to what to expect, because I know that Mother, Father, God will never do anything to harm me. And knowing that is the best safety in the world, and that's the true nurturing spirit of the Mother, is that you feel safe when you feel that energy. And from I received the Christ spirit and the Buddha spirit, and especially after Mother, Father, God spoke to me in solitary confinement. That was my first channeling that I was aware that I was channeling. And that was ultra intense. I cried. The room had took on a golden glow. I was in bad shape. I mean, I had hardly eaten for a long time, and I was in solitary confinement. I was doing yoga and meditating, and oh my gosh, man, I was seeing out of my third eye like visions of purple people, things going on. I guess I was manifesting huge. I must have not. I was so far into the fifth dimension. It took me a couple of months to come down, honestly, once I woke up in 11:11. I vibrated high, man, high. But see, now I didn't understand. In my mind, I couldn't bring together the heart and mind. When the heart was overwhelming, I was working out of the heart as a fifth dimensional being, but here on earth, it's to balance the heart and the mind in this dense three-dimensional energy, which is, it's dense. I can only describe it as vibrating back down from the fifth dimension, as I felt like I was being mired in quicksand. Literally. That's the way I felt. I don't feel that way now. And my guide's coming across. He said, yeah, I don't feel that way now. Anyway, let's see here. It's August. Let's hear from the Lyrians. Blessed Lyrians, my feline friends, I love you, I love you, I love you. Can you bring in any energies for us today? Anything we can show people that will help them in the ascension process, or help me to understand? I just hear justice, justice, justice. Fire energy, Lion of Judah. I know justice is coming. That's the one that's hard to be faithful in, but I mean, like I say, clarity is better than faith. I still have some fears of what's in the future. They say there's nothing to worry about. To have strength. I see the face of the lion. He has wisdom. His eyes are nurturing and loving. I hear a roar, the lion's roar. I hear more roars, big roars. are the Lyrians and we love you. I see gold. Golden light beings, are you with us? Seems like you love the Lyrians. I'm getting something like, yeah, they're like a similar energy or something. The lion, golden energy. This is also interesting. These are new. The Lyrians and the golden energy beings are new to me. I know when I used to consume a lot of hash, I went into this place that was all gold. And my intuition has showed me that that is the realm of the golden energy beings. And it was similar to having like gold water, gold grass, gold leaves, and everything shimmering in gold and a golden hue, you know, like light and sun, just like a lion color, you know. I see. Yeah, I'm getting the information that that's similar, I guess, to where the Lyrians live, and they live into a golden age. The Arcturians are saying they live in a place where that has never known war. Never known anything but peace and unity. And that's why they find us so extremely interesting. Plus, in my understanding, they're our future self, so we're quite connected. In fact, you can send back things to your past life selves also that will help them. I feel like probably I was calling myself a few times. I remember when I was a kid hearing, Jimmy, Jimmy, I'd be laying out. I was always hearing that, Jimmy, Jimmy. Just out of nowhere, man. You know, always when the winds blow. Yeah, I mean, it was weird. I just blew it off. I just thought, well, the wind just does that stuff, you know. Later in life, I realized now, oh, the wind don't just do that stuff. That was only when I was a kid I heard that over and over, you know, clearly. Sorry, that was bad. I about blew my sinuses out. Excuse me. I've been having a little sinus issue. Oh, excuse me. Anyway, I know the storage gets low on this. I want to thank all the beings that have come in with us. Anybody want to say something before we go? Jesus, Gaga, Arcturians, Lyrians, my higher self. The Arcturians say we love you. Well, I love you all. I think we all said that, and we know that already.